Okay. All right, I'm trying to make this. Oh, there we go. It was crooked. Hey, hi everybody. Hey, welcome to Liquid Courage Happy Hour. It's our second happy hour live on Instagram, and I have considerably more together than last time. I have my iPad here. I got all my ingredients. I'm super excited, and I'm just gonna pull the feed up so I can see what you guys are saying. Welcome. If this is your first time, this is just an hour where we're going to make a drink together and chat, and you guys can ask me questions, and I may or may not have a very special guest joining in a little bit that you can ask questions to as well. Okay, great. I've got it. I'm so excited. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today we are doing a classic cocktail called the Manhattan. You may have heard of it. You may have had one. It's a delicious drink that was invented a very long time ago and is a part of a family of drinks that are made with a spirit and vermouth, which is wine, if you didn't know it. It's fortified wine. And it's aged, like, and I'm kind of speaking, I'm going to ask them to tell you what I know about it. I'm not an expert other than I like to drink. But vermouth is a very old style of wine, European style of wine that was aged in casks, and it typically had some kind of herbs and spices and shit mixed into it, and it was used medicinally. It was often made in monasteries by monks who were just a bunch of dudes locked up in a building with nothing to do, so obviously they were making booze. And then they would add stuff to the booze so that they could act like they were drinking it for medicinal or religious purposes and not just trying to get wasted because they were stuck in a giant house with a bunch of other dudes and nobody could have sex. That is a rabbit hole I am not going down on this particular live stream. But so vermouth is very old, and they make it primarily in Italy, but they also make it in France, and there are vermouths that are made here and all over the world. And some of the yummiest ones are Italian vermouths. I love them. People have vermouths. People that either have a love or hate relationship with vermouth. I was talking about the fact that we were going to do Manhattans on this live, this happy hour, and someone's like, I'm never drinking vermouth again. And I just felt like they had a bad experience with bad vermouth. Or maybe, you just like the vermouth going down and you didn't like it so much when it was going the other way. I understand that. I had that experience, the relationship with Southern Comfort, and it persists to this day. But if you had a bad experience with vermouth, don't let that ruin your fun, because vermouth is delicious. It's like, it's like sweet, spicy. You know what? It tastes a little bit like Christmas wine. You ever had like hot wine or mulled cider? That's what you should think about it as, like a yummy, spicy, very easy to drink little mince pie. The mince pie wines. It's yummy. So the happy hour today is to benefit the American Red Cross. I'm sure everybody's heard about the Red Cross. They've been working for a very, very long time. I believe they were inaugurated during the First World War. Guys, I did not do my Wikipedia research on this, so I'm actually going to do it right now rather than just sound like a total douchebag making stuff up. I believe I'm right, but I always believe I'm right, as my friends tell me constantly. But the American Red Cross is an incredibly important organization. To this day, they do extraordinary work and their primary purpose, honestly, is to take in blood donations, which are needed all across the country, and very, very important. And right now with the COVID crisis, even more important, because the fact of the matter is, because of social distancing, people are not giving blood. But the downward pressure on the medical system means that people need blood and may need it more than ever. I'm not a doctor, so I do not know exactly how blood donation specifically helps with the COVID crisis. But the fact of the matter is that there's always blood needed in the hospital system, and people are not giving it. They're not giving it right now because they're afraid to interact with medical professionals. And in fact, or anybody really, we're supposed to keep 6 feet away from people, and it's very hard to do that when someone's sticking a needle in your vein. But also, obviously, there's an incredible amount of pressure on the medical profession generally, and so more than ever, it's important to support the work that organizations like the American Red Cross are doing. The fact of the matter is, if you think about it, there's all this pressure on the medical system that we're hearing about, right? The hospitals are being overwhelmed. They don't have the right equipment. They don't have the right staffing. Medical workers are getting sick, so there's not even enough people to staff the hospitals. So think about all of that pressure. But the fact of the matter is other things are still happening. People are still getting in car wrecks. People are still having accidents. There's still people who are in need of blood. And that's what the fear is, right? That there's all this pressure on the system because of COVID. But separately, that doesn't mean that like other things aren't happening. And so the system is overwhelmed. So I posted some links for you guys on my Instagram, on my Twitter, on my Facebook. You can get a link to the Red Cross. You can just look up the American Red Cross. I will post another link after this if you'd like to donate. But maybe, I know a lot of people are not working right now, so if you can't donate money, and of course, it makes perfect sense that a lot of people would not be able to, you can also donate blood. And they are engaged in good sanitation practices at all of the Red Cross donation centers. And if you are healthy and you feel like you would like to give blood, that would be a really great way to support the American Red Cross. The great thing is, you know how when you went to your dad when you were a kid and you were like, give me some money, Dad? Like that, like, give me some money. That's how I would say it to my dad. And then he'd go, money don't grow on trees, because apparently my dad was Red Fox. The fact of the matter is that blood does grow on trees, or more accurately, it grows in you. So you can make blood and you can give blood. I think you can give blood like once a week. Again, I'm not a doctor. I think that is abundantly clear. Oh wow, the Red Cross was not established during the First World War. It was established in 1881. And obviously a big part of what they did was to respond to emergencies and natural disasters, and blood donation was just one part of the function that they served. But they have worked in war theater in lots of different places. They do blood donation. The American Red Cross supplies 40% of the donated blood in the United States, 40%. And they also do things like tissue services for skin grafts and plasma services, all kinds of incredible stuff. They work to help people who are immunocompromised, and they offer cellular therapies, and they do lots of research on blood and plasma science. So a good organization. They've been around a long time. I've worked with them for a long time. And, sometimes there are these new charitable organizations that we hear about, new foundations, but the Red Cross has been around a long time, and they are a fundamental aspect of how we take care of hurt people and sick people in this country. So you don't have to give money. You could give blood, or you could encourage some of your friends who are healthy and able to go and do it to give blood. They're maintaining proper sanitation practices in these facilities. You can do it safely and healthily, and you can help someone who is in a crisis situation. You can save a life. So give some blood if you can, or give some money if you can, right? I'm coming back to the feed now after a little Wikipedia dive, and I'm very excited about that. So let's talk about the Manhattan, the Manhattan cocktail is a very simple and delicious cocktail that I love a lot. It is a grown-ass lady cocktail, and it tastes delicious. And sometimes people think they know what a Manhattan is, but they don't. There are a couple different versions of the Manhattan, and there is a perfect one, which is a dry version. I don't like that version because I have the palate of a 7-year-old. I like a sweeter, spicier version of a Manhattan, which is essentially, it can either be 2 parts whiskey, 1 part vermouth, or it can be half whiskey, half vermouth. You can do what you like. And it also has bitters, the bitters of your choice. Angostura bitters were the original bitters, because back in the day, that was pretty much the only bitters. But you can use any bitters. And I have got some yummy bitters that I collected. I collect bitters. I collect a lot of stuff. So I've got some different fun bitters here. And the great thing about this, guys, is even if you're home and you're sequestered and you're isolated, you can order all of this stuff. You can order it. There are services that will bring these things to your home. Drizzly, which you can get my cocktail line, Courage and Stone. They will deliver straight to your house. So Drizzly delivers, Minibar delivers. These are both delivery services that will bring you booze directly into your thirsty paws. And you can order all kinds of stuff, and you can also you can order Courage and Stone at courageandstone.com, but you can order a lot of these online, and they will deliver to your house. You don't have to get my booze. You can get anybody's booze that you like. Here we go. So Dash Bar Bitters, this is a yummy bitters. It's orange bourbon bitters. That seems delicious. This is one of my favorites. I love this line, Miracle Mild Bitters Company. These are sour cherry bitters. I used these when I was developing my Manhattan. And I did a lot of day drinking, guys. Ooh, that's what's great about being a grown up. Drinking during the day, because you're not my mom. So when I was developing Courage and Stone, I did so much day drinking, and then I would just sit there until I could go home. Woodford Reserve makes the spiced cherry bitters. That's aged in a bourbon barrel, and this is very yummy as well. And then I have some scrappy chocolate bitters here. Chocolate is also a nice flavor note for Manhattan, but you can put whatever you want in your drink because it's yours. And I am also not your mom. The Manhattan was invented in the 1870s in the Manhattan Club in New York City, which I think feels apropos. I will not give you all of the contextual details, but it was a very fancy party, and people started ordering as the Manhattan cocktail because it had been invented at the Manhattan Club. And the original proportions were American whiskey, Italian vermouth, and Angostura bitters. And then during Prohibition, people used Canadian whiskey because there was no American whiskey, and it was being snuck over the border by rum runners and ne'er-do-wells. But now we have plenty of American whiskey, and it's delicious. So the original proportion was 2 parts whiskey to 1 part vermouth. I like a 50-50. That is my preferred proportion, but you can do it however you want because, as I said, it's your drink. There's lots of variations on the Manhattan. You could make it with brandy. It would be called a brandy Manhattan. You could make a Cuban Manhattan with rum. And there's a lot of other, a dry Manhattan, which is with dry vermouth instead of sweet vermouth. And I do not think that that's delicious. But again, who am I to say? I'm nobody. I'm just your friend who's screaming into her phone alone in her living room. So you should figure out which kind you like. But this is like if you're drinking a Manhattan, you're a classy fucking dude, right? Like, or a classy lady. Like, this is a classy drink. Vodka sodas are for college students and Real Housewives, and a Manhattan is for a grown adult lady or man or other pronoun of the world, she says with her pinky poking up. I think my friend might be trying to call me, so let's see if she is, because I can't tell from this device. Is she? I can't see. Oh, here we go. All right, stand by. Yeah, here we go. My friend joins our call. Okay. See, I'm not really good at this, and I can't look at my phone and also look. Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Oh, hello. Oh my God. Okay. This is very exciting.
Me. Yeah, oh, I hear you now.
What's funny?
Okay, so someone named
Aisha
Tyler, someone named Aisha showed up at my house one day. Do you remember when you showed up at my house with like 18 bottles of vermouth?
I do. I'm a giver.
You showed up with 18 bottles of vermouth because you were testing vermouth. Hi, I love you.
Hi.
You were testing vermouth, and you said these were all delicious, but you didn't really like them. So you left them at my house, and then also Emmett left me really nice glasses. I should use one of the Emmett glasses, but I just made this.
Yes.
Per your instructions, but I used this one. Did I do it right?
You did. So I didn't bring you those vermouths because I didn't like them. I brought you because I had cases.
You had extras
of vermouth at my place.
When you had said that they were all delicious, you just said you didn't need them.
Exactly. When we were developing our Manhattan for Courage and Stone, I got cases of vermouth sent to my joint, and I just had more vermouth than I was ever going to drink. So look at how delicious your drink looks.
Well, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I found fancy cherries, and I had some Blinking Owl rye here. Now, let me tell you right now, if I didn't have this, I would be going on and getting the Courage and Stone. Now, I'm going to do something really revolutionary and put it in the wrong kind of glass. Because you're not my mom.
I'm not your mom.
And this is the glass that Emmett gave me. So I feel like now it's all in the family.
See? Okay, so let's all make this together, all of us.
Uh-oh.
And then I have 2 other friends who just texted and they want to join. So we're going to do this 3 together, and then I'm going to add these 2 other friends. And by the way, I've completely outstripped my technological abilities, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, and I obviously don't have an assistant here, so I'm just doing everything myself. So
I thought I was supposed to make it before I got
No,
on.
you have the one thing you guys should know about my friend Kirsten Francis is that she's the best version of an Apple publisher. Like she follows the rules, she does her research, she shows up on time, she is good at being an adult. I am like a 7 out of 10 at being an adult.
I only know all the rules so that I can break said rules. That's how it works.
Yes.
You know all the rules and then pick the ones you want to break.
That's the way to live your life. Okay,
Because the
so
world
we're gonna
I'm
make
living
this
in
drink.
right now has all of the booze that you have listed and this deodorant right next to it. Because that's my world right now.
Well, I like that you're still subscribing to societal hygiene rules because I'm showering on all the days that don't have an R in it.
I don't usually use deodorant, so this is new for me. So I'm sorry, carry on. So what do we do first?
Okay, I realize I have to get some ice. I've been running to get some ice. So everybody,
Okay.
you should have a whiskey of your choice, everyone. Rye,
Okay.
bourbon. I'm going to use bourbon. Vermouth, red, some sweet vermouth of your choice. I'm going to use Carpano Antica today.
She's gonna get some.
As I
Okay.
said, I also really love this Ruta Professor. It's a little spicier. I've got Dona here. Yum. I've got this new Martini
I have that.
Rossi, Reserva Special. They look very nice. But I'm going to use Carpano Antica. But I'm going to go get some ice, and I'll be right back.
I can entertain them, I think.
You can entertain everybody while I'm gone. And everybody,
Okay.
I'm going to use a Nick and Nora glass because I think these are super cute.
Thanks.
But you can use whatever glass you have around the house. Typically a martini glass, but you know what? Live your life.
I only have wine glasses. Go. I only have wine glasses and then these fancy ones. And then I have some regular drinking glasses that I got as a gift. One time I went to a Simpsons party and they gave everybody free glasses that have Homer Simpson on them that say 25 years. And I've been using those. So I decided this was more adult. I don't have the right bitters. She's back.
Okay. What kind of bitters do you have?
I have chocolate.
No, chocolate's delicious. The classic bitters is the Angostura, but chocolate or cherry or anything like that is going to be a really good bitters for
Okay.
because it's a dark drink.
Is this an adult show? This is an adult show, right?
I just said motherfucker, so yes.
So here's something that I would like to say.
Okay.
But I'll wait until you get to vermouth again.
I'm going to use my good friend Francis's whiskey again for this.
Oh, thank you. You're using the bourbon and I used the rye.
You use the rye. I love rye, but I love bourbon like a person, and that is why I'm using it. So this is typically, as I said, a 2-to-1 whiskey to vermouth cocktail, but because I like vermouth a lot.
Can I talk about why? Can I say something about vermouth?
Yes, I would love that.
It tastes like cum a little bit.
Oh, it is a grown-up show now, and I don't agree with you.
It does a little bit.
Do not co-sign that statement at all.
You're acting like there's something wrong with the taste of cum.
No.
Tastes like. And I'm sober, you guys. This is me sober. It tastes like the cum trees smell. You know the cum trees?
No.
Yes.
No, I don't. Lorax of doom.
All right. Carry on. I'm sorry.
I
thought we were gonna see eye to eye on that. Okay.
But like literally, you're like Pornhub Lorax is what you're.
I'm just saying.
Oh my God! All right. So I have 1-to-1. It's a good thing we're not on CBS anymore. I have 1-to-1 whiskey to vermouth in here, and now I am going to put. I'm gonna use the black cherry bitters, which is my favorite.
Blackberry.
I love you so much. You're literally one of my favorite people. Two of my other friends want to dial in, but I want us to get our drinks.
I can hang up on you.
Bring them in.
Let me hang up on you and let them do
No,
their
hang
thing.
up on me. Stay with me. Stay. Okay, so I do like 4 drops. I like bitters. I feel like it gives this drink some depth. But if bitters are too intense for you, you can just do a dash, or you can do that all. And then we're just gonna.
How many shakes of bitters?
I did 4, but you could do 2 or 3.
Ooh, I only did 1. I thought that I was being uncivilized. I'll do more.
You get to live your life.
You're not my mom.
Bartenders call these revolutions. 20 or 30 revolutions, or no revolutions at all.
What if you put it in a shake? I did that.
Stir with a regular spoon.
Okay.
And then into the glass she goes. And she's a very pretty girl. Ooh, she's too big for her britches. Hello.
And maybe she tastes like cum a little bit.
Oh my God.
It
I
does.
can't wait to read about this live stream on TMZ tomorrow.
It does. I'm not saying anything terrible. If it's an adult show, I'm going to make a guess that maybe 82% of us know what cum tastes like, whether our own or somebody else's. And it does a little bit.
I don't agree with you.
Not like a hard true, but like an aftertaste.
You stop this immediately.
I'm sorry. Anyway, hey, what is the charity this is going to today?
To the Pornhub Lorax Foundation.
No, but really. Oh, here, someone just said that they agree with the cum statement. I'm just saying.
The American Red Cross.
The American Red Cross. Excellent.
Yes.
Now, notice I'm not going to talk about that.
I would like to point out how many people agree with you. It's extraordinary.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I just want you to feel validated and seen. And
just a little bit. And the ad either means that all of us are interfacing with weird cum, or you haven't yet. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, there's just nowhere. I'm in an ejaculate minefield. There's nowhere for me to step.
You're right. I'll stop. Anyway, American Red Cross. Now, because I went on here and I'm looking at 405. That's how many dollars I am going to give to the American Red Cross.
Yeah, the more people that come on this live stream and the more people that stay on this live stream, we will donate for every single person and we'll match each other. So
that's right.
Now
we're at 418.
The high number of people that are on this thing and stay to the end, we will each donate $1 for every one of those people. And that's going to be a lot of money to the Red Cross.
Yeah.
So guys, hang out with us and stay stay with us because apparently we will say and do anything here.
It's just true. I'm sorry.
So I have a couple of friends that I'm gonna connect in just a couple of minutes. I really love very much, and you guys will be excited to meet. But before we do that, I want to talk really quickly with Kirsten about how she started her spirits company, because we both went through a similar experience, different products, but she has a distillery. I have a ready-to-drink cocktail company. Her company is called Blinking Owl. I visited the distillery. It's super cool. And what brought you into this business, lady?
My friend Robin was a pelvic floor physical therapist, and I was friends with her when I didn't have any money, and she treated me for free. Mm-hmm. And then after a fancy day job, she was like, me and Brian want to open a distillery. And I remember seeing that Rupert Grinch, who was Ron Weasley in Harry Potter, when he got a lot of money, he learned how to play the didgeridoo, and he got a hovercraft, and I play the clarinet, so this is my didgeridoo. But now we've actually totally pivoted, and for the next however long, we're not making booze, we're making sanitizer. So we just got some beer from Golden Road and stuck it in our still, because we have a huge still, and it's named after our rescue pets. So Bastion, Penelope, Coco, Frigalicious. Penelope is the name of their dog, not my character. We now have pumped it with Golden Road old beer and turned it in and used some of our old high proof alcohol, and we just made a huge drum for Children's Hospital, and we're making it for the CHP, and so we've completely pivoted right now because the need is there, and we're donating to hospitals that are nonprofit, and then obviously hospitals that are profit are going to give us
money. Uh-oh. I lost my audio. Oh, okay.
That was me. I have a time limit. I have a social media time limit on my phone that goes on.
I just think your phone is trying to keep you from saying come anymore on this live stream.
Come, 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 come. And the thing is, I'm not even drinking at all. Meaning I have been, but I would do that anyway. Anyway, so we're making hand sanitizer now. We have some bottles of booze there too, but mostly right now I have a new business, which is I make hospital grade sanitizer, which I will be getting you a 16-ounce jug of by Monday.
Does it taste like whiskey or beer or
Nope. It tastes like cum.
I'm going to murder you.
No, you can't drink it. You can't drink it.
Well, I want to bring these two friends on that just asked to come on, but I also want to say this about that. If anybody out there who's watching knows anything about how to voluntarily do things to help the medical profession or other first responders, I would love to hear about it. So we're watching the news today, specifically about masks and the fact that there are patterns and ways to make them at home. I don't have a sewing machine. I mean, I can really zip my pants up in the morning, but I do think that there is probably an opportunity here for people who are home, alternately Zooming and drinking, to sew protective equipment for hospitals. So if anybody knows about that, please tweet me. I will retweet you. I want to get that out there.
I know a couple of, and I know people that know how to sew but need like runners, or know how to sew but need people to cut elastic. There's those sorts of things too, and there's all kinds of ways to help people. You can't limit your imagination to. I mean, if you have money, and money's great.
Safely too, like I was saying, our last charity was Meals on Wheels. They still need people to deliver meals. You can do it in a safe way that's safe for you and safe for elderly people.
That's right.
Give blood safely, and then the American Red Cross needs blood. If you know how to sew, if you have a sewing machine, or if you know how to connect with groups that are sewing protective equipment for medical professionals, let me know. I will amplify your tweet. And now, first of all, I'm going to dial my other two friends in if they're still there. Hold on, I have to go behind the
I think it cuts me off. I don't know if it does. I think it does.
Does it?
If it does, I want to say goodbye and thank you.
I love you. Will you come do this with me again?
Yeah, of course.
You want to answer one Criminal Minds question? Oh, this lady
Sure.
said sewing masks for the techs at her mom's hospital. That was
Yay!
where he came. So thank you. Let me know. Matthew is not here is the answer to that question. I want one Criminal Minds question that we'll answer before we leave. Oh, it's your stupid phone.
Oh, wait, let's see. What is my phone? Hello from Chile. Fabric masks are better than having no masks at all. That's right. Preach.
Yeah, that's true.
My grandma is an amazing seamstress.
Yes, that's
Brazil,
great.
I love you. Yes, heart face. Ask us a question or I go away.
Okay.
I'm going to go away. We can answer questions later.
Yeah. Okay. I love you. Come do this with me again. Will you?
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
I love you. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Hanging up. Bye, everybody.
Bye. I love you. Bye. Bye. I love you. Bye.
Vermouth smells like cum.
Go away, you naughty girl. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how do I figure out how to add people? Let's see here. Questions? No. Is that quick? Oh no, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Maybe it's this one. Let's see. Let's see if I can make this work. Guys, I don't, here we go. Is she still here? No, she's gone. She left. Poop. Okay. All right. I'm going to text her now and see if she, oh my God, guys. Okay. 2 seconds. Let's see if I can figure this out. I'm really okay, there we go. Let's see if I got back on. Did that work, guys? Did that work? Hi. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to figure out how to text people and, oh no, it seems like it's paused. How do I unpause it? Is it going? Okay, it seems like it's working. There we go. Okay. Thanks for helping, everybody. I'm going to figure out how to do this. I feel like I get a little bit better at this every time I do it. So I'm going to wait for them to text me back, and then I'm going to add them. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your Manhattan. I don't know if everybody has been able to make one, or if you have had them before and they're your favorite drink. I'm trying to figure out what the next drink is going to be. I think it's going to probably be a martini and martini variations, because the martini is a very old drink and there are a lot of variations that preceded it and then post-seeded. That's not a word, guys. The Martinez and lots of other yummy, the Vesper, lots of variations on the martini. So we might do like a classy grown-up martini session on Tuesday. And I will take your suggestions. So yes, I agree. Someone just said Christian OMG. I think Kristen OMG is an absolute. I love her so much, you guys. I wish she was here to hear how much I love her because I love her very, very, very much. She's smart and funny and delightful, and as you can see, not fucking around. And I've been very lucky. The Criminal Minds experience has been one of the most transformative ones of my entire life. Okay, I'm gonna go see Martini. Yes. Kirsten, Martini is what we're going to do next, right? Okay, let me see if my other friends are asking to, let's see if they're here. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. I think I got it. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. I'm waiting for my other friends to come on.
I'm so blurry. Hold on.
Hi. I'm doing this by myself, so I have no idea what's going on. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. This is my friend Ashley Benson.
Hi.
Hi.
Cara.
Hi, is Cara there? I can't see. I'm looking at my iPad.
I don't think you have enough alcohol in front of
I
you.
know, Aisha, you're literally killing me. So
I'm just going to show you guys my actual alcohol.
Who's on your t-shirt right now?
I promised you that I would show you my actual alcohol collection. Let me just show you for 2 seconds. This is my actual bar.
wow. Oh my God, we have to come over once this is all done and
Yes,
have,
once we're not gonna die. Yeah, that's my home bar.
Amazing.
So, yeah, I'm a professional. I'm a collector, guys. I prefer to think of myself as like a connoisseuse.
You're a true queen.
So first of all, hi guys. Hi. These are my
Look at
friends.
this little guy we're fostering.
Hi, Cara and Ashley. Hi. And for you guys who you've been watching, this is to benefit the American Red Cross. We're going to be doing lots of.
Oh my God, amazing! So
You
good.
guys look amazing for being shut in the house for like a lot. You guys, how long have you guys been in quarantine?
Like 2.5 weeks, I guess.
You're doing very well. You're doing much better than me.
We are.
Like week 13.
Well, I mean, it kind of comes and goes, but yeah.
How has it been?
It's been good. I mean, we're with a few people that we've kind of been with in Europe a lot, so we kind of stuck together because we were all in the same area.
Yeah.
And we all do not have corona, so that's good. But yeah, just like literally, I mean, I've been writing a lot. She's been playing music, tanning, and drinking a ton.
I'm watching a lot of TV.
Drinking a ton.
Babies. Look at what are the names of your new foster babies?
Bowie is one of them, and then our friend has another one named Hendrix.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
And then Leo and Alfie are here, and then my dogs I'm getting tomorrow, I think.
How
No,
many
I'm scared.
dogs are going to be at your house when you get your dogs tomorrow?
We're gonna have 5 total.
I like dogs, but I've never really wanted a dog because I don't want to touch any poo outside of context.
I mean, yeah, me neither. Cara does that part.
That's just not.
I make her do it.
It's not for fun. But like, I feel like quarantine made me want a dog.
Also, we need to tell you about some of the games we've been playing.
Oh my God, yes.
Courtesy
I
of
would like to
Kristen
hear.
Wig. One of them is called the Blanket Game. It's one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life.
So what is it?
Do you want me to explain? I
It's
mean,
so good.
So basically, you split up into 2 teams. I mean, obviously, if there's 4 of you, either way. And from each group, one person puts a blanket over them, and the other team has to guess who it is. But I promise you, it sounds weird, but it's one of the most amazing games I've ever played in my life.
It's just so fun. I mean, it's literally.
Or the other one is called the Mustache Game, where you get a cutout mustache and put it on the TV, and you wait for it to line up with someone's face. It's genius. Genius.
It sounds ridiculous, but it's actually really entertaining.
What drink are you making?
Oh yeah, what are you making? Should we be making
Manhattans. Whiskey Manhattan.
Wait, we need to tell you about the Revenant.
Yes.
Oh my
It's
God.
so-
You should make this,
so
Aisha,
basically,
on the next one.
Do you like absinthe?
Obviously, I like everything.
Basically, it's one of the best drinks I've ever had. It's a bit of absinthe, kombucha, which is like ginger flavored. What the hell else is in it?
Lemon.
Lemon.
Lemon and ginger.
It's honestly, it's one of the
It's
best
so
drinks I've
good.
ever had.
It's literally amazing.
It's like healthy kind of.
Yeah, but then you also I'll literally take down 4 in a row and be like, oh, I'm fine. And then you're like completely smashed. which is fun.
There's also like there's like, I think kombucha is like 3% alcohol, but now there's all this hard kombucha in the store. Like that's
It's
like
so funny. Hardcore kombucha.
Drinking healthy.
hard kombucha. I like this though. I like it. It's like a very healthy corpse revival. I've often thought like I just need to put booze in this kombucha to make it actually interesting and not just like a punishment. Even though I drink so much kombucha. People who don't know out there, kombucha is like juice that somebody left out on the porch to ferment and then put it in a bottle and sold it to you.
I didn't realize you had to be over 21 to buy it.
Yeah, it's got alcohol.
Yeah. I read it on the bottle. I was like, excuse me?
That just happened recently.
I still
Don't you
don't get
guys
in America you have to be over 21.
When-
It's crazy.
Don't you remember when Britney Spears was on house arrest and her alcohol monitoring? No, it wasn't Britney Spears. It was
Lindsay Lohan?
What's her name?
Lindsay?
What's her name? No idea.
You know, the one that lives in Greece and dances like this.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yes, Lindsay Lohan. So
Most mouthwash has alcohol in it. Like when I was at school and they used to breathalyze us, we
Mhm.
had people used to drink mouthwash to try and get drunk.
Yeah, no, Lindsay Lohan was
Yes.
house arrest for alcohol use, and she claimed that kombucha set off her ankle monitor.
Oh my god, she's a genius.
I mean, I guess I
poured it
would-
directly on her ankle.
Oh my god, that is hysterical.
You guys look so cute. Hi. I have to look down here to actually see.
We've really set up. We
I
only
know,
moved
we
in
have like
yesterday.
a-
We've got a projector.
Great setup here.
Playing video games. We've got a keyboard going
It's
on.
really-
I have not been playing any games. I've just been.
Oh my
drinking
god,
and
Aisha, we're doing a whole game night tonight. Like, you have to join. I'll text you.
You
But
know
like,
what?
We tried to play Quiplash the other night, and like the Zoom crashed, and then we just all got bored.
we were playing it for
I'll
like
set
5
it up.
hours
I'll set
last
it up.
night.
It's
We
so
had
much
so
fun.
many people on it. It was so fun. But we're doing a whole game night with a bunch of people tonight, so you have to join.
Okay, well, you send me a link, and I will come. I always love. I just love when people are, and like I say this in the most loving way, when people are like, come to Turkey. I'm like, I really love it. It's sweet. It's a sweet sentiment. It's just like, so it would be difficult under normal conditions, but I can't leave the state. I come to Turkey.
I was on a Zoom with about 30 people yesterday. It was absolutely insane. We all dressed up in black tie just from the waist upwards. It was
Oh my
for,
God.
for a friend's birthday. We all did like toasts. It was hysterical. It was the funniest thing. Everyone got a toilet roll as a present.
I'm having a lot of business meetings where I look really professional here, and then I'm just like,
Exactly. And no underwear on. I mean, it's so chilled. It's so great.
So they're the best time. I mean, you can literally work from home in your pajamas and not have to see anybody else, which is really nice too.
it's so. I said today on a call, like I feel a little guilty because obviously this is going to be very hard for a lot of people, and I don't want to take it back.
Yeah.
But as an actor, you're always ready to be out of work for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
Your life is like saving up your money because you might not work. And I'm just like, it's nice to be able to get extra sleep and spend more time with friends and do
Completely.
light daydreaming.
It's also brought like so many people that I haven't talked to. Like, we talk now every day, who I haven't seen in like months or years, and now we're like rekindling friendships. It's so nice.
Scary for me as well because like all my family's in England and that's really hard. But like because it's bad over there.
How is everybody doing there? Well, for people who don't know, I mean, both the Prime Minister and Prince Charles were both tested.
Yeah,
positive.
I know, it's crazy.
I know, it's so scary. I mean,
It's
it's
really,
so
really
scary.
bad. Like a lot of my friends have it, you know, it's really scary.
That's why, guys, literally stay inside.
Stay
Go
home.
for a walk or like go get vegan groceries,
And
whatever. But
especially
like,
if you
you
have
just
any,
have to
like,
stay
bad
inside.
immune system or like just don't risk it. There's no
Yeah.
point, man. There's no
It's been really tough because like my mom is in her 70s and she's not going out at all.
My dad is as well, yeah.
She needs stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm going out for her, shopping for her, because like who's gonna do it? Like I'd actually prefer that I shop for my mom than like a strange, person from like a delivery service because who knows what they were doing before they dropped her groceries off.
Yeah.
And I've been like, I wipe down all of her groceries with a wipe, and then I leave them at the door and I back away. And then I take her, and like, and my mom was like, I want to hug you. I'm like, you're never hugging me again, Mom. That's it. I came out of your vagina. That was the last time we were going to have any kind of physical contact. That was it. And then I make her like.
Can I ask, how are you dealing with not having a routine and stuff? Like, because I know that's tricky for a lot of people.
I mean, for me, just because our jobs are so strange, I do well with no routine because I'll make a routine for myself. But I will admit, like the first week, I was sleeping until like noon and then up until like 5 in the morning.
I haven't been sleeping like at all. I find it so hard to sleep right now. Like it's really difficult for me. I don't know
Really?
why.
I
Yeah,
decided to force myself to get up earlier in the morning and to just try to get.
oh no, I get up at like 6 every day and I try so hard. I just like do practice yoga, meditate, like get a routine that's good for me instead of just working. You know what I mean? It's so,
Right.
it's really healthy. Obviously, it's, such a crazy time. So many
To give
people are
yourself
like,
structure.
yeah,
I
but the
was
only way you can
talking
help
about,
anyone is by helping yourself. You know what I mean?
we were talking about earlier before you guys on about things people could do. I mean, if people are home and they're frustrated and they're not working and they're not in crisis, because for some people, being home right now is either financially really challenging,
Yeah, of course.
and I'm not trying to minimize that, but if you're home and you have extra time, please guys tweet me about what you've heard about what you can do. We talked about people who could donate time, who could donate supplies, who could do other
Exactly.
things. So I want to try to amplify some of that stuff for people who are feeling like, man, I'm stuck at home and I'm starting to lose my mind. Because you could sew 100 masks at home and you could donate them. That's the kind of thing you can do with your time. So I can't.
That's exactly. I'm trying to work with the people who are trying to make ventilators because that's a real problem with hospitals at the moment and stuff like that. It's really difficult. Mm-hmm. But also one of the most important things though is just to try and, because I think a lot of people are feeling a lot of anxiety, right? And like the root of anxiety is imagination. So if you feel anxious, just try and create. Just try and use this time to just like inspire people, like inspire each other, inspire yourself, and just like. The best thing you can do, obviously, is try and help people, but also to just keep yourself happy and sane and just productive. You know what I mean? But in a good way. Yeah.
Yes, and
I just like waste time.
Rekindling relationships with people that maybe have fallen by the wayside because
totally.
It might also help you examine some relationships that you need to kick to the curb if you're realizing now that they're not healthy for you.
That's what everyone's saying. That's like people are gonna have a lot of babies and a lot of breakups. Either way.
Right. A lot of babies, a lot of breakups. Also, I don't know if anybody else there is having this problem with your parents, like not taking this seriously and like wanting to go out. Like my mom's been really good, but my dad was going out every day. I love my dad very much, but he's one of those dads who's like, you have to tell me what to do.
I mean that's all English people basically. Like I feel like that was definitely a thing. But
right.
It's really in England. It's hardcore because a lot of my friends are obviously in relationships and weren't able to make it to each other's houses. So now they're like in the same city but can't be with each other. Like it's horrible. Mm-hmm. So scary.
So, encourage your parents. Like I literally told my dad, I was like, I know you're not worried about getting sick, or maybe you don't care if you get sick, or maybe you think that you're invincible and you get sick. But if you bring it home and you kill your wife, that would be nice. And that was something that made him kind of reconsider his behavior and stay home. But it's weird. It's like teenagers and boomers, man, right? Like they all think they're gonna live forever.
Well, that's the thing too, because now I think they just shut down like parks and stuff. But the other day I was seeing in Malibu, the Malibu Pier was still open. Everyone was eating at restaurants, like on the beach, like nothing's happening. And I was just like, how can you be, not like selfish, but at the same time, like,
but it is selfish.
Kind of.
It's not setting a good example, but also just putting people in danger because a lot of people are carriers. They don't have symptoms. That's really scary.
It's and it's hard for people. Human beings, we're like animals. It's hard for us to understand.
But also, we don't know this. We don't know that much about it in the long term. What's like how it affects people. Like people don't really understand the severity of this. I don't think, and it's just. It's serious. It has to be taken seriously.
Right. Yeah. All right. Let's answer a couple of questions before I lose.
Oh, there's questions.
Let's answer some questions if we have any good questions. Everybody's just being really lovely.
Leo, you have a question? Baby.
A lot of OMG, like loves. I want questions though. Oh, here, let's see if there's questions here. No, that's me asking a question, not like reading a question. Okay, I have to go behind. See, this is the thing. I can't like look at my. I can't look at my own this stupid thing.
By the way, we miss you so much.
I know.
So much.
It's so nice to see you.
The way we met was just the best thing in the whole world.
Oh my God, dreams.
Well, I want to put all the things, and I want to see you guys offline. Let's see. Here's one question. Oh, that's not. I want a question for Ash and Cara, and then I'll release them to the hounds. Oh, look at the doggy!
Who's on your T-shirt?
I actually don't know who this kid is. But there's a really amazing art exhibit that happened in LA. I'll come in front.
I don't recognize it, to be honest.
Called Beyond the Streets. Called Beyond the Streets. And it was a collection of street art, like graffiti art. And this was a kid from New York from the 80s who had a beatbox and two.
Oh my god, I love that so much. That's amazing.
It was such a great exhibit. Okay. Oh, so here's not a question, but someone says thanks for encouraging everybody to stay home. This is from Aprendes 1983. For those of us who work in healthcare, we are depending on you.
Yes.
And let's see if I can find one other good thing that's for you guys. Well, okay. Well, here's one for Cara and Ashley. Where is the sex swing?
Not here.
Not here.
Not here.
Not
It's dusty somewhere.
It always seems like a good idea when you buy it.
Yeah, of course. It's always good to have one.
When this all ends, I'm coming over to borrow it.
Please,
100%.
any time, babe, any time.
Thank you.
Should we have a few?
Let's see if there's one more. If there's one more good question for you guys. Yeah, I know. I'm not flexible. I don't think I'm flexible enough to use something. I always feel like that's a good idea.
You don't have to be flexible.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's not even, it's like a bench. It's like a press bench. It's like a massage chair, basically. Like, yeah.
So you're saying I could just fashion one from stuff I have around the house. I don't need to buy one online.
It's just for massages, you know. Hello, people.
The internet is the worst.
I mean, yeah, also very funny in that sense. Yes.
I want to get one more good thing for you guys. Let's see. No. Everyone's just saying nice things.
Oh, go on, give me something.
I know.
Tell me
I love you.
something.
That's all I'm getting. It's Cara and Ashley. I love you. It's very sweet.
Hi, Rachel.
That's it. So
Okay, I've got a question for you. What is the weirdest thing you've done during this time?
during this? Oh man.
Excuse me.
I know. It hasn't been that weird. I mean,
Rude.
Not you.
I will say that like I already was I'm already like a little bit of like a doomsday. I'm an optimist, but like I was already prepared for something terrible to happen. So I've just mainly been really self-satisfied with the fact that I already had like wipes and dried food and toilet paper like stashed in my joint. I've had them for a long time. So I've
That's
mainly
good.
just been chilling.
The weirdest thing we've probably done is watch Cats 3 times.
Oh my God.
3 times, but also we heard
day.
about the version which is that
20
apparently
minutes.
there's a version where they have buttholes, but apparently they edited the buttholes out, and we really want to find the unedited version. So if anyone knows how we can find that,
Please let us know.
Like a butthole-free version of Cats Online is what you're looking for?
No.
In the
In
film,
actual Cats, they don't have buttholes, but apparently there is a version where there are buttholes, and I need to find it.
Oh, we want the butthole edit. We want
Yeah.
the Cats
we want the
version.
whole the full thing.
I don't understand the basic premise of that film. Like, sexy,
I don't get it either. I
sexy
didn't really
cat
watch it.
titties. They have breasts.
Jennifer
Cats.
Hudson was incredible, though. I cried watching her do Memories. I honestly thought she was
And then isn't it like sometimes
Taylor in the
the
Kelly,
bracelet,
Judi
sometimes
Dench.
the ring is the
No,
belt?
so Judi Dench has like a wedding ring on in one of the scenes or something
Yeah,
like
because
that.
she's a chic cat, babe. She is not just your average pussy cat, my dear. She's chic.
I don't advocate the use of off-schedule drugs, but it does seem like it would be an opportunity to, if it's legal
It's a good thing to do.
If it's legal in your state, to do what you will.
Do what you gotta do.
Yes. Oh my God.
Well,
my
we've
friend
been doing a lot of dance parties on Zoom,
What's
which has
that?
been fun. Dance party, like with Ryan Heffington, like dance parties
Like
on
Zoom,
Zoom
like on Zoom?
every 10 a.m. every day. So fun. That's been a really
God, you guys are so
joyous thing.
organized. Your quarantine is much more lit.
We
than
are
mine.
We're actually being really productive, which is nice.
It's
Writing
good.
a lot, making stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all gonna explode.
I'm
out
wearing
of the
bread
quarantine,
slippers.
ready
Is that
for
fun?
action, right? Like just prepare.
Look at my bread slippers. You can eat them and you can wear them.
Lifesavers?
No, my bread slippers.
Hi, Potsy.
Your gray slippers?
I can show you a magic trick.
I would like a magic trick. I would like a magic trick.
Oh God, now I have no.
I've got to watch here though.
What can I do?
There's like a
Surprise!
2 delay, so I'm like, I won't be able to react to it for another 2 minutes after you do it.
Have you ever thought you had coronavirus? That's
Every
the one.
day I wake up thinking I have it. So yeah.
I mean, I definitely thought I had it. I was scared because I was in Italy and I was working in Prague with a lot of people. And
Yeah.
I had it.
No, we went to UFC 248. We were in a stadium with like 30,000 people.
Yeah, we were both in Milan, and then we were in Paris for Fashion Week, and like so many of our friends had gotten it there, so that's why I was like, oh my God, I have no idea.
So many of our friends had it and had no symptoms. It's
Yeah.
like crazy.
I've woken up a couple times in the middle of the night, like, and thinking like, oh, am I having a hard time breathing? But everybody who's watching, if you are, well, the whole world really is, I mean, it's everywhere. So there's no place that you might not be in contact with someone who has it. If you have it, or if you can get a hold of it, a simple cheap thermometer, take your temperature. That's the best way to know if you're at risk. Don't clog up the medical system if you're just anxious, because right now there aren't enough tests for everybody. But if you can take your temperature, that's a good way to monitor your own status. We wish that there were tests for everybody, but there just aren't. And
I know, man, it's so bad.
People that get
But also, like, the most important thing though is like literally stay hydrated, keep moving, and also just like, you know, sleep as much as you can, because obviously all the immunity stuff is great, but it, you know, it takes a while to kind of go. But just the best thing you can do is just like look after yourself and look after each other.
Yeah, and care for each other, and be kind. And if you have toilet paper, please
and connect with people, even though
If
you
you
can't
have
see
toilet
them.
paper,
share if you have toilet paper.
Can I just say, imagine if this
just
had
use
happened.
one square, like
Imagine
literally.
if this had happened when we weren't able to connect so much, right, with people. Like, it would be crazy, right? Like, it'd be so mad. This had happened when I was a kid. It would have been like, I'd be paging. I mean, what would I mean? Paging. They'd be like on the phone line. Like, can I use it now? Like, it'd be so scary, man. Like,
you'd be reading the same comic book over and over and over again, or like how we
dial up the internet. I'm like, how am I gonna get on my? I don't know.
I actually think that Europe has an advantage. We have the advantage of space, right? Like interaction-wise, we Americans live very far apart from each other, with the exception of a few cities like New York. So we can social distance pretty easily. But I really feel very jealous of Italy. I mean, there are a lot of terrible things happening there, but like them all on their balconies interacting with each other.
Oh my God, it made me cry. Oh my God, it's like.
Yeah. And you know,
So
I walk down my
in
balcony
in London, it's so beautiful what people are doing, like all the sharing and stuff. What was funny is I think at some point I did feel a bit like, you know, when people were spending so much time on social media and on their phones, like we were losing, you know, the beauty of connection. You know what I mean? Like, because it was almost too much. But right now, it's so different. You know, being able to use this and connect with people and stay close to people, it's really
it's a boon, and I think it's made people more powerful. And if there are people who are on this who are feeling lonely or isolated, thank you for joining this happy hour. I encourage you to reach out to other people in your life.
Every hour should be happy hour. Try to.
Yeah, Kathy, like what Cara and Ashley were saying, maybe there are friendships that you'd like to rekindle. This is a good time to do that. We've got the time now. But take care of yourself, you know, like engage in self-care. That's really important, not just to stay healthy physically, but also to stay healthy mentally. And as I always say, quality over quantity, because it could also be a really
very true
time just saying, I don't gotta drive nowhere, let me get lit. But that's also like a recipe for it.
Yeah, but also the nice thing as well, if you don't want to, you know, if you're too young or you don't want to drink, non-alcoholic cocktails are the bomb. The bomb. You just like mint, a bit of cucumber, sparkling water. Keep it refreshing. Keep hydrated. It's very important.
Get lots of rest. And maybe a puppy. Because there are people adopting animals right now because people aren't going out. And
I miss PL, Ashley. So do I.
And now I want a puppy. I just don't want to touch poo, you guys.
You don't want to do what?
I don't want to touch poo.
Oh, yeah, she does that shit.
You don't want to touch poo?
No.
Don't touch it.
Oh my God, why don't touch it, literally?
She grabs with her bare hands and puts it in the toilet. That's so gross.
It's so gross, bro.
No, it really grosses me out. Yeah, I'm with you there.
It's the gross. Okay, I love you guys so much. Will you tell me about your?
All right, love you. Okay,
Love
we'll
you so
text you
much.
and then we'll play games
I love
later
you.
tonight.
I love you.
Bye.
All right, guys. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna hang up on these guys and then I'm gonna come back and say goodbye to everybody else. Oh, they're gone. They did it on their own. Great. Hi, everybody. So thank you for coming to this happy hour. Let's see if there's any questions that I can answer before we talk about the next happy hour, which is going to be on Tuesday. Kirsten voted, and she said martinis, so we're doing martinis on Tuesday at 5 o'clock West Coast, 8 o'clock East Coast. A martini is typically made with vodka or gin. I really do prefer gin, as I've said to you guys before. Vodka tastes like nothing, so why would I drink it? I want something with some, some base. So I prefer a gin martini, but if you like vodka, then you should live your life. Vodka or gin and dry vermouth. Dry vermouth, not white vermouth, not sweet vermouth, but dry vermouth. If you like olives, get some olives. If you like some onions, get some onions. That's a Gibson, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. If you want an onion twist, a lemon twist, get a lemon. And then we're going to make martinis together. And we'll talk about all of the martini variations. And we'll talk about the history of the martini, and we'll talk about how James Bond is an alcoholic lush who shouldn't even be walking around on the planet. And we'll talk about how Archer is an alcoholic lush who's also very funny. And it's going to be great. I'm going to find this really great article that came out years ago, and it was about how if James Bond actually drank all the drinks that he drank in those movies, how he would just be like on the ground in a puddle of his own sweat. And it was really funny. It was a really funny article. Trying to track that down. But thank you guys for coming on this happy hour. This has been so fun. I didn't get to really answer a lot of questions. Here's one. Moonlight Maven says, how is Matthew? Matthew is great, really healthy. He's doing great. He's been with his family, and all of us in the Criminal Minds cast talk quite a bit. We text, and we just FaceTime the other day. And I'll try to get some other CM people on here if they're available. I'm going to get Kirsten back on Tuesday to do martinis with me, which I do not taste like ejaculate. They're delicious. He's doing great. He looks great. He's healthy and happy, and he's staying close to his family, which is something I think we should all try to do if we have good relationships with our families. Well, someone asked how I met Ashley and Cara, and honestly, that's the story that it's too complex of a story to tell, but it's a good one. Maybe someday I'll tell it. One more question. Ooh. Oh, someone said freeze your glass. Yes, you should freeze your glass for your martini. If you're going to make a martini with me on Tuesday, why don't you put your glass in the freezer over the weekend so it'll be nice and frosty? I think I'll do that as well. That was a very good suggestion. Who said that to me? Sherry Antics said that. Okay, great idea. And let's see. Oh, Matthew Googler from Criminal Minds, for the person who just asked who was Matthew. Everybody in the Criminal Minds cast is healthy and doing well. We talk quite a bit. We are very close. And if you've got other questions for me, about comedy, about Criminal Minds, about Archer, about Whose Line Is It Anyway, about filmmaking, about cocktails, bring it to the next happy hour. It'll be 5 o'clock on Tuesday. I have not decided what the charity is going to be yet, but I will think about it over the weekend. It'll be a COVID-focused charity or a COVID crisis-focused charity. And in the meantime, if you guys have any suggestions for how people can give back, other than donating blood to the American Red Cross, money or time to Meals on Wheels or the American Red Cross, let me know, because I want to make sure that we're all feeling connected and we're not just feeling despair, because it can be pretty easy to kind of slide into despair, and we shouldn't, because human beings have weathered many crises over the years, and one's much more cataclysmic than this one. And I hope what we do over this time is learn more about ourselves, learn more about each other, learn how to be kind, learn that we can't control everything, but we do have some power over our circumstances. And one of the ways that we wield power over our circumstances is by reaching out, supporting other people, and helping other people. We have incredible power, even if we're not fancy, rich, famous people. We all have the power to affect good in the world and to do good for other people. Even if it's as simple as checking in on your neighbors who are elderly, making sure they're okay, asking them if they need something, and then engaging in the proper sanitation procedures to get them those things. I talked last week about the old couple that was in the parking lot at the supermarket. I know you guys saw the story, and were terrified to go into the store because they were both in their 70s. And they were yelling out of the car for someone to come help them, and a woman went and just did their grocery shopping for them. There are ways that we can help every single day and make people feel not alone. So I encourage you to try to do that if you can, if you're able. And if you haven't watched the live stream, it'll be in my story for the next 24 hours. So go check it out. Thank you so much for watching and listening and drinking with me. You guys are awesome. Cheers. Have an amazing night. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And I will see you guys. Yes, someone just said we need a live about wine and alcohol with Stephen and Mel.